Welcome, collectors and enthusiasts, to a deep dive into one of the most intriguing stories in the world of coin collecting. We're going to uncover the mystery behind the 2008-2010 Australian 20-cent coins that has caused a stir in numismatic circles for years. Top 1 Australian 20-cent 2008 coin. What makes this seemingly ordinary coin worth more than its face value? Is it a rare error or just a beautiful piece of history? Let's take a journey through time, diving into the history, rarity, and true worth of this coin. Before we jump into the specifics of this rare coin, let's take a moment to understand the history of Australian currency. Australia's currency history dates back to the early 1800s, when the country first began using British pounds. By 19, the Australian government introduced the Australian pound, and later, in 1966, Australia fully decimalized its currency. Moving from the pound to the dollar system in 1966, Australia introduced its decimal currency system, and with it, the iconic Australian coins we recognize today, the 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, along with the $1 and $2 coins. Each of these coins was designed to reflect elements of Australian history and culture, from the indigenous fauna and flora to historic events and figures. Now, let's focus on the coin at the center of our story, the 20-cent coin. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 and has had several different designs over the years. The coin typically features an image of an Australian animal or plant, and it weighs 11.3 grams, with a diameter of 28.65 millimeters over time. Several designs have been used for the 20-cent coin, but one particular year stands out among the rest. The year 2008. In 2008, the Australian Mint produced a batch of 20-cent coins that would, much to everyone's surprise, become one of the most famous coins in the country's numismatic history. This seemingly normal coin became extraordinarily valuable due to a small design flaw and error that would change the way people viewed Australian coins forever. The 2008 20-cent coin is made of a mixture of copper and nickel, and has the familiar reverse design showing an image of an echidna, an Australian spiny anteater, designed by Stuart Devlin. But what sets it apart from the rest of the 20-cent coins minted that year is its subtle but significant error. After the 2008 coins were released, collectors and numismatists began noticing a discrepancy in the 20-cent coins from that year. The 20-cent coin had a unique design flaw. Several of the coins were mistakenly minted with a misaligned die, causing the image of the echidna to appear in an unexpected position. This small but noticeable error made these 20-cent coins extremely rare. While coins with design flaws are not uncommon, the rarity of this error, combined with the high quality of the coin's minting, makes it especially valuable. So, how rare is this 2008 20-cent coin with the misaligned die? Well, as with most errors in coin production, only a small number of these flawed coins were minted, making them highly sought after by collectors. The 2008 20-cent coin with this misalignment is incredibly rare. The Australian Mint does not typically keep records of how many error coins are produced, but based on our research, it's believed that only a few thousand of these coins exist in circulation today. Now, the big question: what's the value of this coin? Despite being only worth 20 cents when it was first minted, the 2008 20-cent error coin has become an incredibly valuable piece in the world of coin collecting. Collectors are willing to pay hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of dollars for a 2008 20-cent coin with this specific error. The exact price can vary depending on the condition of the coin and whether it has been professionally graded by a recognized numismatic organization. For example, an uncirculated 20-cent coin could fetch as much as $2,000 at auction. On the other hand, a coin with some wear might still be worth a few $100s. So, why do people pay so much for these error coins? It all comes down to the excitement and allure of owning a rare piece of history. Coin collecting, or numismatism, has been a popular hobby for centuries. With some of the world's most expensive coins fetching millions of dollars, collectors often focus on rare errors like this 2008 20-cent coin because they offer a tangible connection to a specific moment in history. In fact, error coins are some of the most coveted items in the numismatic world. The rarity, combined with the unusual nature of the error, makes these coins highly desirable. So, how can you tell if your 2008 20-cent coin is the valuable misaligned die error? Let's break down the key signs to look for. The most obvious sign is a misalignment in the echidna's design. The image may be shifted, rotated, or appear to be in the wrong place. Additionally, some coins may have irregularities in the edge of the coin or an uneven strike. Will the value of the 2008 20-cent coin continue to rise, or will it plateau? That's a question many collectors and investors are asking. As with most rare coins, the market value will continue to be influenced by demand and availability. However, it's safe to say that as long as collectors are interested in Australian-era coins, the 20 cent will remain a valuable and fascinating part of Australian numismatic history. To wrap up, the 20 Australian 20 coin is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. From its humble beginnings as a regular 20-cent coin to its sudden rise in value, due to a rare minting error, this coin has become a symbol of the incredible value hidden within the world of numismatics. So, if you happen to come across one of these error coins in your pocket change, you might just be holding a rare piece of Australian history. Top to the 20-cent 2010 coin, which, believe it or not, has become one of the most valuable pieces of currency you can get your hands on. What makes this coin so special? Let's find out. Overview. We'll cover its history, the errors that make it valuable, and how the 2010 20-cent Australian coin went from being a regular part of change to being worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. Stick around for all the details, and you may just find one in your own pocket. To fully understand the significance of the 2010 20-cent coin, let's go back in time and explore the history of the 20-cent coin in Australia. The Australian 20-cent coin was introduced in 1966, following Australia's decision to decimalize its currency, replacing the old pounds, shilling, and pence system with dollars and cents. The coin was designed by the renowned Australian artist Stuart Devlin. Devlin's design features an image of an Australian blunt-nosed dolphin, which is native to Australia's coastal waters. Over the years, the coin's design has remained relatively unchanged. The 20-cent coin was struck from cupronickel, but today, the material is cupronickel-plated steel. The size, however, has remained the same. Over the years, the coin has also undergone various minting modifications, such as different finishes and limited editions. The dolphin, a symbol of Australia's marine life, was chosen because it represents Australia's connection to the surrounding oceans. This design is a powerful representation of Australia's rich biodiversity. Over the decades, the 20-cent coin has remained a staple of Australian currency, circulating in the hands of everyday Australians, from commuters to travelers. It's one of the most commonly used coins, often filling up people's pockets and wallets now. Let's fast forward to 2010. The year itself was relatively ordinary for the Australian 20-cent coin, except for one very important exception. In 2010, the Australian Royal Mint struck a very specific batch of 20-cent coins, and some of them had a critical error. This error turned these coins into a collector's dream. The basics, the 2010 20-cent coin was, for the most part, just like the regular 20-cent